Everybody, please cultivate the right motivation, which is motivation for achieving Buddhahood, or you can say becoming Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. All our daily practices include good deeds. All of them cause to be Buddha yourself, to benefit all sentient beings. As a Buddhist, particularly as a Mahayana practitioner, our main goal is going to benefit all sentient beings without exceptions. In order to benefit all kinds of sentient beings, we must achieve omniscience. We need to eliminate the operation of the omniscience, then we can see different mental disposition of all sentient beings. Therefore, everybody think all my good deeds, include recitation, chanting, prayers, meditation, studying Buddhism, all of them will cause to achieve Buddhahood, to benefit all sentient beings. In order to achieve Buddhahood, we need to practice the pure path, which is bodhicitta, renunciation, 6 perfections. In order to practice them, we need to know, we need to learn, we need to study how to practice them. In order to study them, we need to rely on Triple Gem, which is the complete enlightened being, which is Buddhas, Dharma, and Sangha. First, we take refuge to the Triple Gem with the wishing to study Dharma, with the wishing to practice the path. Therefore, page number 2, refuge and bodhicitta. Page number 2, I go for refuge and enlightenment through the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge and enlightenment through the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge and enlightenment through the Buddha, the Dharma, and Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. First, we take refuge to the Buddhas as the excellent teacher, Dharma as an actual path to lead to liberation, Buddhahood. The Sangha, we are able to practice, we are practicing the path, we are able to show us the path. Take refuge to Tibetan until we become a Buddha. Also, we take refuge to the Tibetan behalf of all sentient beings, behalf of all human beings. In order to become a Buddha, not enough just taking refuge to the triple gem. We need to cultivate bodhicitta. Next, is it new painting? Yes, new. This one. A page number, I think we just, I don't think we all follow same. Page number 5, with a wish, with a wish to free all being, I shall always go for refuge to the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha until I reach fully enlightened. Inspired by wisdom and compassion, today in the Buddha's presence, I generate the mindful awakening for the benefit of all sentient beings. I go for refuge to the triple gem. I confess the negativity individually. I rejoice in the virtues of all beings. I hold the precious Buddhahood in my heart. Please visualize all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and generate bodhicitta. Simply, we think, I wish to be Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Please cultivate the mind, the thoughts. As divisions, so we all have to be very serious, studying Dharma. We should not accept, follow Dharma as our traditions. Tradition, culture can be changed when the time has changed. The Dharma always must be same. Therefore, first, please remember, I will study Dharma, practice Dharma, not as my own tradition, as my culture. I will study, I will practice the Dharma as my daily important, essential, the most important essential things. In our daily life, we need house to live, we need food to eat, we need so many things. But the practicing Dharma is the most important thing in this life, next life, after next life. Also, we should not accept the Dharma as history, story. The story or history is just enough to read, understand the history. We no need to practice in our daily life. We no need to practice every day. Therefore, Buddhism, Buddha teaching is not the general knowledge. Buddha teaching is not like a history. We must learn We must practice it. If you're not going to practice the Dharma, then there's no point to study Dharma. Third, when you follow the Dharma, you must follow the Dharma with the proper logics and reasoning. Don't follow the Dharma, don't practice the Dharma based on ignorance. Should not follow the Dharma ignorantly, should not practice the Dharma ignorantly. So 3 things you must remember. Now, as a revisions, how we start practicing Dharma, particularly practicing the Mahayana path, the great path. First, everybody need to realize, need to know the actual reality of our life, the actual truth of the cyclic existence. This moment, this lifetime, we are human being, enough to have all the necessary conditions. After we died, death, then we never know where we're going to be born. Lower beings, higher beings. Within the higher beings, human or celestial beings. It depends, is 100% depending on our daily action, depends on our karmas. Whether you are born in the lower beings, higher beings, we will be still in samsara. So we've been in cycle for millions of years. Born human, then dead, then born another life, having through all the difficulties, again dead, take a rebirth, death. In between, we need to go through lots of sufferings, lots of difficulties. Even though this lifetime, all of you are live in Singapore. Singapore is considered as one of the clean, convenience, safe country. Even though every day we need to go through a lot of difficulties, a lot of problems. There's no such a thing you can experience of ultimate happiness. Therefore, the samsara is like that, always moving ups and down, having going through a lot of difficulties, a lot of problems, a lot of fighting, a lot of arguments, a lot of sickness, a lot of disease, lots of expensive. We never have a experience of ultimate happiness. Morning, we feel happiness. Afternoon, sadness. Evening, again, sadness. There are no such as we have experience of ultimate happiness. So when you reflect on the cyclic existence, when you really try to understand our life, then you feel being in samsara is very difficult, lots of difficulties. How we are in samsara, why we are in samsara, why we are in cycle. Then reflect on the 12 links, dependent originations. The 12 links is like a cycle, It's totally like a round. It's one's come after another one, one's come after another one. So it's never going to be stopped. Therefore, this life is so important. We're going to learn how to break the change. We need to start breaking the change from ignorance. Ignorance produces karma. Then all the way to aging and death. So when you meditate on the truth, the reality of cyclic existence, namely in Sanskrit is a samsara, then gradually you're going to generate the determination or renunciation. You're going to determine somehow I want to break a change. I want to break a cycle of my life. After you cultivate renunciation, then next you're going to not just renunciation, I wish to achieve nirvana. Then nirvana, there are three types of nirvana. Hearer, achieving nirvana, self-realizer, nirvana, the bodhisattva's nirvana. That means Buddhahood. Buddha can be three kinds. The first two, achieving nirvana only to benefit, only to benefit themselves, cannot benefit others, cannot benefit all sentient beings. Therefore, after you fully renounce with the samsaric things, samsaric happiness, the samsaric belongings, alive in samsara, then you wish to be Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Then gradually you're going to cultivate bodhicitta, right? Bodhicitta. So how we must cultivate, how we should grow bodhicitta within our mind. First step, remember what we need to practice. We need to practice equanimity. Equanimity towards your dearest one with the others. Equanimity towards your dearest one with the enemy. Neither you have attachment towards your dear and near and family, nor hatred and anger towards other, particularly your enemy. Your way of thinking must be very equal towards all sentient beings. Why? Until today, we always wish to live happy life. So far, none of us have a happy life because of attachment towards our dear or near one, very excessive, very strong attachment towards our dear and near one, then generate a lot of attachment. We have a excessive, we have very strong sense of anger, hatred towards our enemy or dislike one. Therefore, it makes us very unhappy. Therefore, our mindset, our way of thinking is very biased. So we need to reduce, we need to remove the biased mind between your closer one or others enemy. Then, second step, we need to practice love, the pure love. Without removing the bias mind between your closer one and others, then the love cannot be very pure. Also, the love going to be biased one. So in order to have a pure love, first practice equanimity and practice the pure love. After you able to practice pure love, then the pure love must be transformed into great love, not only love for human beings, not only love for the Singaporean. You must have a love for all human beings, not only all human beings, include all sentient beings who are in samsara. So when you have a pure love towards all sentient beings, then you have a very solid foundation to able to practice compassion, the pure compassion, unbiased compassion. Then here I always mention you, first we need to know what is the differences between love and compassion. Love is the mind, always wish, the being, all sentient being, be happy, have a cause of happiness. This is love. Compassion, the mind always wish the being or all human being, all sentient being, free from suffering, free from cause of suffering. So great compassion. When you have pure love, great compassion, then your mind is really moved by love and compassion to benefit all sentient. You are not just, wishing them free from suffering. You are not just only wishing them uh, be happy. Then you think how I can make all sentient being happy, right? How I can I make all sentient be happy or not? Can I free all sentient being free from suffering or not? Yes, the answer is this moment, the answer is always cannot. Even though this moment, you yourself, forget about your relatives and friends, you yourself cannot be free from suffering. You yourself alone cannot be happy all the time. How you can make other human being, other sentient being free from suffering, be happy? Answer is no, cannot. That means it doesn't mean it cannot, you know, make other people forever happy. You can. How? Because you have a sincere, strong compassion. You are really thinking how I can benefit all sentient beings. Then next you think, yes, if I become a Buddha, I can benefit all sentient beings, all human beings, without exceptions. Right? For example, then you need to remember Buddha Shakyamuni. Right? Buddha Shakyamuni was born as a prince, right? Prince. He was just one single person. Through his own practice, study for many years, finally he realized he became fully enlightened beings. After that, then think about how he released, how many human beings released from samsara in India, then other parts of Asia. This moment, you can imagine how many human beings follow his teaching, how many human beings experience the inner peace through his teachings. Therefore, when you become Buddha, you also can benefit all sentient beings. Even though you can think about, the Jesus Christ. He was also born as a very ordinary family. Through his practice, effort, he became one of the most important teacher. He teach Christianity, or you can say he passed the messages from God to the human beings. This moment, how many human beings enjoying his teachings? Therefore, I'm not saying you must, 100% follow Buddha. Through your study, through our study, be honest. Through our study, then you're going to realize Jesus Christ, the Muslim Muhammad, the Jewish, or the prophet name, Abraham, right? Jewish. The Hindu, there are so many, teachers. If you compare all the teachers, then you're going to realize the Buddha Shakyamuni is very distinct, very different from others' teacher. How he become very different? He teach dependent origination, dependent originations, dependent origination. Since he, taught the dependent originations, until today, nobody can prove a concept of dependent origination is wrong. Nobody. In the future, nobody can prove a concept of dependent origination is wrong. Nobody. Because this is true, is the reality. Right? Therefore, so wish to be Buddha through practice of equanimity, pure love, pure compassion, great love, great compassion, then bodhicitta. Right? And this lifetime, I said many, many times, this lifetime, which please, I'm really urging all of you, don't just waste your time, recitation, chanting, attend class every week in this center, follow this guru, that guru. Don't just waste your time. You need to, we must try to reach to the first path, which is the first path of accumulations. Right? When you really have bodhicitta, mean you are already, reached to the first path, bodhicitta. When you have a bodhicitta, since every day you're going to, your realization going to be gradually higher and higher and higher and higher, they reach to second path. Reaching second path is a bit difficult compared with the first path. Clear? So if everybody, whatever time you have, whatever, how much energy you have, you focus on cultivating bodhicitta. Try to be bodhisattva this lifetime. Please. If we're not going to be bodhisattva this life, no matter millions of the dharma imprint you have, millions of billions of the positive karma you have, the next life so difficult to have the opportunity to study pure dharma, so difficult to have the opportunity to practicing bodhicitta. Therefore, please don't miss this opportunity. You should not think, oh, I'm old, I'm busy, I'm physically unhealthy, I'm very busy with my family, I cannot be Bodhisattva. You should know. Busy with your families. Unhealthy, having unhealthy physical body is just for temporary, right? You can be unhealthy how many years? Next 40 years and finish, right? How many years you can be busy with your family? Maybe next 40 years, finish. Therefore, if you want to be busy, if you really want to use your energy, if you really want to use your time in uh, the what can I say, the good purpose, use them for generating bodhicitta, right? Therefore, so next day, since tomorrow, first you reach the first chapter of the engaging in Bodhisattva path. Then you're going to know all the benefit of bodhicitta, right? So just try to reach to the first path, which is the path of accumulations. When you reach to the first path, since you are already stuck to be Buddha, right? Buddha, you should not think it's very difficult. It becomes very difficult because actually, be honest, be everybody very lazy, right? Lazy. Look at, we can spend few hours with your friends having tea, coffee, chit chat, chit chat, chit chat, chit chat, chit chat, never feel tired, right? Cannot. He ask you to read the Buddhist way of life for 10 pages. Maybe it takes few hours. Between you feel so tired, so sleepy. You need to drink tea, you need coffee, you need to take a rest, right? When you chit chat with your friends, borrowing your YouTube, WhatsApp, you can open the WhatsApp until your finger is still burned, right? Then why we cannot practice bodhicitta? Why? Why? Think about it. Another important question I will ask you here today. You answer in your mind. Most of us are almost 60, over 60, close to 60, let's say 50. For the 50 years, what do you have, what you really have achieved? What you have achieved? What you have achieved? Simply, you can say, oh, I have some bank balance, I have a cars, I have a house, right? Even though when you think about your bank balance, you are not, satisfied. Or it's too little. I cannot have a lot of saving. Also, you cannot have big saving for 50, 60 years. And your house is not that like kind of like a resort. You have a small, simple house. The car also not the expensive cost, few hundred thousands, maybe 200, 150. What do you have really achieved until today? Even though I'm asking myself, what do you have achieved, Geshe Yonten? What do you achieve? I can say I'm a Geshe. Geshe means you have the knowledge, right? I have the knowledge. I know how to, for example, make a uh, aeroplane, but I haven't built an aeroplane. I have the knowledge, right? All of you have the knowledge. You collect all the knowledge from different gurus, different master, but you haven't actually built the aeroplane to fly to the Buddhahood. So what do you really have achieved? Are you very happy your achievement? Are you happy? Are you happy? Happy? If you're happy, you are happy only for this life. What about next life? What about? Right? Therefore, first, within this year, all your energy, your timing, your effort put on generating bodhicitta, try to be bodhisattva. At first few weeks, you feel very difficult because you cannot focus. Right? We have a lot of, distraction in mind. You want to read book, remember cooking. While you are cooking, you remember, doing other things. We cannot really focus on one matter. Therefore, first few weeks, surely will have difficulties. How I can say, are you sure, after a few weeks we are okay? My simple experience for the, only for 16 days in Thailand. So we have every day we have to, do the exchange program. After exchange program, there's no dinner. Then every morning you have to wake up early morning, go for balls. Then particularly when you go in the forest monastery, then you do meditations. First few days very difficult. Doing walking meditation. You are physically walking. Your body is walking on the path. Your mind is walking somewhere else, right? Somewhere else. Then after a few days, you go in the forest monastery. There's nothing you can see, nothing much you can do. After a few days, then slowly you can feel my mind is really coming narrow and able to focus on the object of meditation. Position. That this one. Therefore, next, if you start today, next few weeks, you feel I cannot. It's so difficult because your mind is everywhere. Then after a few days, then you can feel, oh yes, I can be Bodhisattva. Right? Then second part, which is the part of preparation. Preparation. But now you think about the meaning of preparation. We call Jorlam. Jorlam means kind of, you're going to uh, attach to the third part, preparation. It's a bit difficult because after you have bodhicitta, I'm not saying after you cultivate bodhicitta, you can cultivate in the morning, afternoon, no bodhicitta, right? When you have bodhicitta for 24 hours, then next you need to focus on realizing, which is emptiness. Realizing emptiness. Bodhicitta, the second, need to focus again all your energy, your time, effort, totally you put on realizing emptiness. Clear? So realizing emptiness is very much depend on samadhi or shamatha. Shamatha, right? Shamatha. So since you have a bodhicitta, here now you very much need to learn how to focus on one single object. Clear? One single object. So I asked to share the picture. Have you received? Can you share the link to everybody? Can you see the anything in the Zoom group? Can you see? There's only one link. Yeah, this one say here. There's one painting, right, in the Zoom. Yes. So everybody share each other the Zoom. Okay, while you are sharing. The second, in order to realize emptiness, we need to achieve samadhi or shamatha. Samadhi, the single pointed concentration. So therefore, as a revision, we can see in the page number 9. Common prerequisite for meditation on Kamabadi. Kamabadi is a translation from Tibetan to English. Tibetan, there's two words, ji, ne. Ji means calm, calm down, calmness. Abadi meaning remind. Your mind totally, calm, no more distraction, remain on the chosen object. Also, the special insight, also translated from Tibetan to English. In Tibetan also we have only two words, la, thong. La, thong. La like special, thong means insight. First, you need to have a, understanding or knowledge what does mean Kamabadi, what does mean special insight. Kamabadi is simple, you can think is my mind when I able to fully concentrate. My mind, when I fully able to concentrate on a single or just one chosen object, continuously able to focus on a chosen object, continuously for few hours, this concentration mind we name Kamabadi. Clear? Kamabadi means your mind able to focus on only one object continuously for 2-3 hours. This mind we name what? Kamabadi or Samadhi. Kamabadi. Therefore, you should not mix up, mindfulness and concentration is very different. Concentration mind, the concentrated mind is a very, very broad, it's a very, just simple words. Even though, let's say, everybody can concentrate on food for a few hours, right? When we are so hungry, everybody can concentrate the food, what the food comes with a few hours. It's a concentration, it's not the meditation, right? Meditation. Therefore, you should not think concentration and samadhi, the definition, the meaning is same. It cannot be. Then second, what does mean, like shamatha, vipassana, special insight? Means first we learn how to concentrate on the chosen objects continuously few hours. Next, within the concentration on the chosen object, when your mind able to apply, able to analyze the chosen object, that able to analyze means first you need to learn how to focus on the chosen object continuously. Within the meditative state, then the mind, without waving, without forgetting the object, the mind able to analyze, then it called special insight. Special insight. Right? So through the Kamabadi, Samadhi, you're going to learn how to focus on our chosen object. For example, we all together, concentrate on the impermanence. Continuously concentrate on impermanence. Then within the concentration, we're going to learn the impermanence is a empty or inherent existence. Now you can see the mind is become very different. Therefore, at the beginning you can see prerequisites necessary for the development of the karma body meditation to live in a conducive environment. Right? Live in a little bit the quiet place. And Singapore is actually very good because in Singapore you have a totally separate resident area and the what called industrial area. When you close your doors and windows, it's very quiet. That means you already have the conducive environment. Then to limit your desire and practice contentment. So if you really wish, really sincerely wants to achieve, samadhi or shamatha, we really need to desire, we really need to limit or desire, not limit desire. If you just, study yourself within 10 minutes, how many desire you can have? Many, many. Some desire can be practical, but there are so many desires totally impractical. Right? For example, simple example, let's say, again, we are over 50, I'm 60 plus, right? Still, we have a strong desire to be healthy forever. This is desire, right? I want to be healthy forever. I want to be youthful forever. It is practical or impractical. Impractical. Practical is a reality cannot possible. Cannot. Even though every day you drink golden liquid, gold liquid, you can be old. You cannot be youthful forever because our body is made of what? Made of bones, flesh. The flesh also very unhealthy, right? See, you don't take any food drink for a few days. You can see the flesh become very, like a limb. Therefore, this kind of desire is we need to reduce. You should think, I wish to be healthy until I'm right. It's possible, healthy, particularly mentally healthy. You can be mentally healthy forever. Physically, it is impossible. Reduce this kind of desire. Right? Then also another we have a desire, we have expectation. Is possible, which is good. We think I want to have a healthy relationship with all my families, all my friends, all my neighbors. It is possible? Possible? Very difficult. For example, you are a very honest person, your neighbors, some of your relatives, they are very dishonest. How you can keep the relationship very, very healthy? Cannot. This kind of aspiration we need to reduce. So many desire we have, almost more than 60% are impractical. Impossible state of desire. Right? Then also we have another kind of habits. This state, particularly this state, look at, very funny. He also have got a habit. When we order food, what we do? Take a photo. And you think, oh, I should share my photo. You share all the photo. But why we share the photo? Why? You want to show up? Oh, I'm in the nice student. You want other people have a craving about food? Why we share the photo? Right? This kind of Also, I think it's a habit. Also, we need to reduce all this kind of habit. You order food, if you have a time, please do prayers quietly. If you're very hurry, you just eat food and go. Don't take photo, don't share. Right? When you share, right? When you share the picture, what happened? The people ask you, where are you? How much cost? Then you have to reply. If you don't reply, then what happened? Other get angry, upset. But therefore, we need to reduce all the unnecessary, the verbal action, mental action, body actions. Therefore, he said, limit your desire, practice contentment. Right? Again, you should not have a misunderstanding this word, practice contentment. Mean whatever you have, be happy. Be happy. It doesn't mean you should not put effort to earn more. Surely you have to put more, effort to earn more money or bigger house, bigger car, no problem. But without contentments, right? If you don't have you're not happy what you have, then it makes really, difficult. Your life makes very difficult. Therefore, practice what? Contentment. Whatever you have, be happy with whatever you have. Just even though, look at, I always give example. You and one of the wealthy person are in the one restaurant. You are hungry. You simply order the laksa or piece of pizza. The wealthy person order, lots of food, full of table, lots of food. That time when you look at your food, oh, I order only laksa. I'm very poor. Look at this man order all the food. He's very rich. He or she must be very happy, right? We think this way. Should not think what other people eating. Should not think what other people doing. Should not care others. You care yourself. Therefore, you order laksa. You have a less money. Just happy with enjoying the laksa. Then you can really enjoy. If you compare your laksa with the full of table food, you cannot be content, right? You cannot be feel happy. Therefore, contentment. Then not being involved in too many activities, right? Not being involved in too many activities. Right? Whatever necessary for you, your life, your practice, you must involve. You should not involve too many activities, should not, right? Therefore, I already told that we have, even though it's now also, the timing is, and we should not really blame the timing. We should not really blame the, era or timing or years. Here is something, right? We celebrate New Year, whatever. When you look at the sky, what you can see? You can see sun, moon, star, clouds, raining. You cannot see such a new thing. You cannot see the sun, moon has changed. No. Look at around you, the land, the water, the forest, the mountain, the ocean is pretty very much same. We say, oh, the time has changed. We blame the timing. No, we have been changing. Not changing, we're really changing in a very strange way. Strange way. We need to realize the timing, the sun, moon cannot change much. That is impermanent, changing momentarily, but it's not really shape. But our life very much change. So many activities involved in not being involved in too many activities. If you involve with the too many activities, mean your mind is very busy, right? When your mind is very busy, when you try to concentrate on one subject, cannot. Your mind can remember all the activities. Then maintaining or pure moral ethic. Maintaining pure moral ethic means the basic, as a foundation, practice the 10 virtuous actions. If you're good in practicing 10 virtuous action, you are good. Your practice is very much good, but not easy to even do practicing the 10 virtuous action. That means maintaining the pure moral ethic. If you have taken the layperson vow, then maintain the 5 precepts, right? 5 precepts. They're fully eliminating attachment and all other kinds of conceptual thoughts. Eliminating attachment. Again, we have so many attachment. Many of the attachment attached to something, but we're not going to achieve them. Those are the condition before you practice kamabadi. Right?
Because this is the prerequisite. So the prerequisite, the standard is already very high because it's asking for fully eliminating attachment.
Yes.
So this is a very high standard before you can go into special insight.
So
what does it mean here specifically? Because I understand fully eliminating attachment, so it has to do with some identity.
Okay. Here it doesn't mean you need to eliminate attachment. This means control. Fully eliminate attachment means we have so many attachment, right? Attachment. Thus also reduce the attachment. Eliminate means control your attachment, not eliminating from the root. Right? Say reduce your attachment, control your attachment, and all other kinds of conceptual thoughts. Conceptual thoughts is another very obstacle. For example, let's say after class, some of you will take MRT, some of you will take a bus, some will drive your car. Just you do your experiment, okay, today, when you sit in the MRT, you're looking around, right? You look around, we always make a lot of judgment. Right? You always think about this person, oh, this color is like this, she's look like this, he's look like this, he carried this bag, she carried this bag. We have so many conceptual thoughts. Right? Then not only having conceptual thoughts, after the conceptual thoughts, then we have attachment. There we got angry. Actually, when you go by trend, sometimes you're very angry with someone without any reason because of conceptual thoughts. Also, we need to reduce the conceptual thoughts. Another interesting here, not interesting, is actually taught by Buddha, also particularly explained very detailedly about the Dharmakirti. Have you realized our eyes, the 5 senses, eyes, consciousness, air, nose, tongue, the body, the sense consciousness, have only ability to capture the phenomena. Only ability. Like for example, exactly the phone. When you on the camera, when you turn on the phone has only ability to capture the image. Whenever you turn, the phone capture the image. The phone doesn't have the ability to make a judgment. Right? When you turn on your camera to the flower, the camera never think the flower is so beautiful. Who think the flower is beautiful? We. When you turn on your camera on the toilet, like all the human waste, the camera can capture the ugliness. The camera doesn't think, oh, it's so ugly. Who said? We. There are the 5 senses that look like the camera, just turn around, capture the image. We are the person, we are the thing which is make a judgment. So five senses doesn't have the ability to make a, say, good, bad, beautiful, ugly. The conceptual thought, the thought is the one kind of, uh, you can trigger to make all the judgment. Clear? Therefore, in order to control our, negative thoughts, attachment, anger, hatred, jealousy, we cannot close our eyes all the time. Cannot. You have to open our eyes, right? Otherwise, we're going to have accident. You have to open your eyes, walk around. Right? When the eyes can see beautiful object, the eyes automatically will capture the beautiful object. But what we say, wow, the object is so beautiful, or the flower is so beautiful, I want to buy it. Oh, this flower is very ugly, I don't want. Even though when you look at a flower, you can say, oh, this flower is very nice. This is color is not so good, right? Anyway, you're not going to buy it. Why you think this so beautiful, this ugly? Therefore, just watch the phenomena as it is. Don't put extra quality. Don't minus the quality. Just see the thing as it is. Not easy at all. Because when the eyes consciousness perceive the object, instantly, very quickly, very fast, the thoughts put a lot of, qualities, add a lot of qualities. The more you add good qualities, the more attachment arises. Right? Therefore, again for next week, until next week, all of you to learn, just watch the thing as it is. Don't add any external qualities. Don't minus the quality. Just see thing as it is. Then again, you're going to reduce your attachment. Also, when you hearing, voice, sound. For example, last few days, every day I can hear they're putting the pillar, right? Or we can see the bang, bang, bang. So me, I never have a sense of angry and hatred. I just, listen the sound. I never add any bad qualities. Just listen. Don't generate anger and attachment. Again, when you go around, you can feel the smell, good, bad. You cannot stop again your nose consciousness, but should not add, extra good qualities. Should not minus the thing as it is. Just see. Then your mind is more, going closer to the reality. Reality. The more your minds, you going to closer to the reality, then you have a less negative thoughts. Right? Therefore, look at here, eliminate and all other kinds of conceptual thoughts. Also, the conceptual thoughts is very interesting. Also, most time we never analyze, we never think about for example, food, right? So when you go around someday, you can see there are I think few blocks. There's one shop. They sell the famous pork organs, right? What do you call them? Huh? Pig? Yeah, very popular. You can see many people rushing there. They are enjoying the food, right? If they offer the raw things on the table, I don't think anybody can eat it. Cannot. Actually, the raw meat, whatever, they add something, change the color, add something that people really enjoy. Actually, we are eating. Therefore, when you analyze again, you can see your attachment, your desire going to be reduced. Right? Therefore, conceptual thoughts. This is the prerequisite or precondition for practicing karma body. So have you forgot them? the image? Okay, why not all of you? I don't know how to share because you're not your. There's a painting. I'll show you. I'm not sure I can zoom or not. So next class we will study more about shamatha or samadhi and vipassana.
The picture,
Huh?
okay, needs to scan
Okay.
so that they can do the download.
Okay. So this is a very common painting. You can see in Tibet, Bhutan, in Ladakh. This painting always can be seen out of the in front of the intense side by side. Yeah, you can just say, painting of samadhi. Yeah. So next, everybody download. Even though I try to download, I cannot download the good, better qualities. Through this image, so we are going to learn what are the obstacles in samadhi. What are the mind we need to apply during the meditations, that samadhi. Now we move next to the vipassana, special insight. Page number 10, the last paragraph. What are the prerequisites for the special insight? They are relying on holy person. Holy person, again, is very important. For example, I said, before we practice the path, bodhicitta, we need to rely on Buddha. Right now, we don't have a karma to see Buddha, to receive teaching from Buddha. And this moment, the teachers, Sifu or the Rinpoche, those are the right person to receive all the instruction. Therefore, relying on the holy person. How we know the person is holy or not? The person is the right or wrong teacher. How do we know? It's a very, very important. Even though in Singapore, I have seen, I saw there's so many kind of Rinpoche or teacher come without having all the qualifications. So before you receive instruction, teaching from any gurus, make sure I'm here teacher, okay? I'm not your guru. I'm just teacher, not your guru. You are never consider I'm guru. I cannot be guru. Okay, teacher. Holy person means he come later. Then seriously seeking extensive instruction and proper contemplation. What does mean holy person? Since seriously seeking extensive instruction and proper contemplation. What type of holy person should you rely upon? One who has heard many teaching, who expresses himself clearly, who is endowed with a compassion and able to withstand hardship. First, quality, a person must has received the proper teachings from other guru master. Not just receiving teaching, not just having the knowledge of Dharma, the person must have a experience of the teachings. Also, the person need to express what going to teach is properly have a clear understanding. Then who is enrolled with the compassion? That means receive all the teaching, have the experience, have the compassion, then able to, withstand hardship. That means the person, the guru must have a good patience. These are the basic quality must possess a guru. Therefore, you need to rely on the person because you're going to learn special insight. Particularly, you're going to study, you're going to learn how to realize emptiness. For example, before I explain you emptiness, first I must receive all the teaching about emptiness. Not just receiving all the teaching, I must have some kind of good understanding, good experience of emptiness. Or not receiving teaching, not only have I experience, I must be a very compassionate person. Not only be compassionate person, I must have a good patience, right? Patience. Because here, even though sometimes I can see someone coming many times asking same question, that sometimes I feel so tiring. Right? Same question. Yeah. Last time we did the Guru Puja, one of the students cannot attend the Guru Puja. Then she asking, Geshe, how I can do Guru Puja in my home? I fed up. I lost my temper. I said, I teach all of you many, many times. When you do alone, you do this way. Therefore, it's so important. The teacher must stand with the hardship. Right? Now you can see next more detailedly what is meant by the seriously seeking extensive instruction. This is to listen the seriously with the respect to the definite and interpretable meaning of the 12 branch. Please don't worry about the 12 branch. You can say respect to the definitive and interpretable meaning. Mean the teacher must know how to teach the true truth, which is conventional and ultimate. The ultimate truth, the definitive meanings is same. And interpretable meaning, the conventional truth are same. And therefore, the teacher must know how to teach the true truth. Then, next one, what is meant by the proper contemplation? It is properly establishing the definitive and interpretable sutras. That means the person before he or she going to teach the two truths, he or she must fully understand, have a proper understanding of the emptiness, which is the ultimate truth. Interpretable means conventional truth. Then the practitioner, when we do meditation, what kind of food and drink we should take? Yogi should at all time avoid fish, meat, and so forth. Should eat with meditation, and avoid food and are not conducive to the health. Generally, when you do meditation, it's about eating meat, garlic, onion. Why? When you eat meat, suddenly you feel your body is so heavy, very easy to fall into sleep. Right? Also, you should not eat too much. You should not eat little. You moderate your food. If you eat too much, you can see sleeping there. Then you feel sleep. Right? Therefore, you should not eat too much. If we eat little, but you can, then our mind is really, going everywhere. All the thoughts arise because we don't have a good energy in our body. Therefore, moderate your food. Okay, so now as a basic thing, what we need to learn for the kamabadi or samadhi. Okay, remember, the text. From beginning to the, so we have to go through the 9 step until we reach to the samadhi. Clear? 9 step. Many masters always talk about samadhi, vipassana, concentration. They never talk about the steps. There are how many steps? 9. Before, from beginning to samadhi, there are 9 steps. Keep in your mind, there will be 9 steps. We will go next class. Then after you download the painting, you can see the first, there's a image of the monk, painting of monk, who holding the 2 objects, the right hand or the left hand. The left hand hold the rope with the hook, left hand. The right hand hold the things, which is when we use the elephant, right? What do you call this one? Have you seen when the people who ride elephant always carry something touching to the head? 2 objects, rope and the other object. The rope symbolizes mindfulness. Therefore, mindfulness and a concentration is not same. It's totally different. The rope symbolizes what? Mindfulness. Then the other object on the right hand symbolizes awareness. Awareness. Right? That means mindfulness, awareness. The monk symbolizes the meditator. When we meditate on the chosen object, we need good mindfulness. We need awareness. Aware. The awareness is look like very sensitive sensor. Very sensitive sensor, like for example, when you put very sensitive sensor in your house, even though when the mouse move around the house, the sensor can sense. Very sensitive sensor. Therefore, we need very powerful awareness, very good mindfulness. The monk symbolized the meditator. Then in front of the monk, what you can see the big elephant in black color. Black color. The elephant symbolizes our mind. Our mind look like a big elephant, not easy to tame. The black color symbolizes dullness. Dullness, foggy mind. Our mind is always kind of foggy, cannot see things very clearly. Then in front of the elephant, you can see a monkey, also black color. The monkey symbolizes excitement. Usually it's a monkey mind, that monkey mind. Monkey symbolizes excitement mind. Elephant symbolizes our mind. The black color symbolizes the foggy or dullness mind. Then elephant is always leading by the monkey. Right? Therefore, you can see after the class, I think all of you, everybody go for lunch. What food you going to eat, it depends on what? Depend on your desire. You have a desire for eating laksa, you go to the restaurant where you can get laksa. You want your desire to have a eat pizza, your mind thinking eating pizza, and you go. So until today, our attachment, excitement leads our mind, right? When the months go, can we go? We should go. We cannot go. When the months go, we will go, right? So until today, the monkey, the elephant, we are good friend. Good friend. The monkey say, "Hey, I want to eat pizza." The man say, "Let's go." Also, we say, "Let's go." 3 go together. monkey, elephant, we are good friend. Good friend enough for the samsaric happiness. Clear? So in order to change this system, first we have to control the monkey. They control the mind. Then we ourselves will be controlled. Also, just not monkey. Monkey is very black, very excitement, always going here and there, going here, there. Sometimes the monkey mind go here and there without having any reason. I said so many attachments we have, even though we not going to achieve it, but the attachment going to attach. That you can see monkey. So after you download, you can see how many elephant, how many what elephant, what are they. So next class, we are going to have a very serious or simple, clear class about how to achieve shamatha or samadhi. Right? Okay. Therefore, we can stop our class today here. So I urge all of you as a beginning. I urged many times in the past. Again, it's a conclusion. First, we would have to be very serious about practicing Dharma. Dharma is not general knowledge. Dharma is not like a history or story. If the Dharma is like a story, you just learn the story, you need to know, what's happening in the past. Simply, no need to practice. Also, we should not follow Dharma as our culture, as a tradition. Also, we should not follow the gurus and Dharma blindly. We should follow the Dharma as a very important, necessary for this life, next life. If you compare with Dharma with the other activities in this lifetime, compare with anything in this life, everything, the house, the food, the cars, the possession, the name, the fame, the healthy, unhealthy, everything for temporary, only for this life. After this life, everything finish. Right? Even though this year you have seen some of your friends pass away, everything leave behind. The family, the property, the name, the fame. Two things went together with them, which is the two karmas. But Dharma is with you this life, will go with you next life, will go until you become a Buddha. Therefore, you can think, in my life, as a Buddhist, Dharma is the most important. It can be with me when I'm happy. It can be with me when I'm upset. Not just with me when I'm too happy, too excited, be excited, the Dharma can reduce my excitement. The Dharma can reduce my ego. Dharma can reduce my pride. So when I'm upset, when I am unhappy, Dharma with me, the Dharma make me happy. The Dharma, free me from the difficulties. So this lifetime, Dharma important. Next life, after next life, all the way to become a Buddha. Therefore, you have to be very serious about studying practice Dharma. The second, I very much, urge all of you try to be Bodhisattva in this lifetime within 1 year. You can. You should not think I cannot. When you become Bodhisattva, you already reach to the first path. When your journey to Buddhahood is already started. Clear? If you not be only you, include me, if you don't able to, grow bodhicitta, then we're not able to touch to the path. We thought, touch or we thought starting our journey to liberation of Buddhahood, if we die, then we're going to miss the opportunity for hours. So we have to be practical, we have to be honest, be serious, try to be bodhisattva. The next step I said, reaching to second part, need to realize what? Emptiness. Emptiness can be realized through kamabadi, samadhi. In order to reach samadhi, what you need to learn, what are the prerequisite, preconditions. Simple. The prerequisite men never said don't eat food, they never said don't drink anything, right? They say control your attachment, control your desire, control your, the busyness. Okay, so everybody please download the image of the meditation paintings. So you watch, try to have the complete image in your mind. Then we have a class for samadhi on next Saturday. Then I'm going to ask you, how many of you memorize L versus mind training? Can you chant?
We will wish to achieve the highest aim for the benefit of all sentient beings, which are rather than wish fulfilling dual, may I hold them dear at all times. Whenever I interact with someone, may I see myself as the lowest among all and respectfully from the depths of my heart hold them as superior.
Okay, I think you memorize, which is I really appreciate you. For example, we talk about purification, we talk about accumulation merit, accumulating merit. Let's be honest, all of you, be honest. Let's say you have done prostration 100 times in the morning. After you have done 100 times prostration, when you try to experience how much negative karma you reduce, can you experience it? Cannot. Let's say 100 times you offer, candlelight. You offer a candlelight, 100 candlelights. You have done prayers. Try to experience, try to have experience how much merit you have accumulated. Can you experience them? Cannot. It looks like we are just throwing a stone in the darkness. We never know that where the stone is going. It's going somewhere. We no one is hitting the pot or not. We're just throwing everything. We don't know anything, right? For example, now, the 7 verses of mind training. When you have feel so strong ego, you chant the verses, practice the meaning for few minutes. You can see your ego going down. You can feel immediately. You are very, very angry with your enemy. Read, chant the particular verses, reflect on it, the meaning, apply or practice for a few minutes. You can feel the anger is reduced. Therefore, meditation, generating bodhicitta, generating great compassion, exercise look like taking the what you call the medicine, painkiller. When you take the medicine, headache, after a few minutes, you can feel my headache's gone. So which one you want immediately? The painkiller or other medicine? The painkiller one. Immediately you can feel the result. It's not just the result, it's really, kind of bring you on the path. Therefore, we should not spend a lot of time for accumulation or purification, particularly the mental imprint again. I'm not sure we're really going to have the imprints or not. We're not really sure we're going to accumulate media or not. We are not sure how much negative karma we're going to purify. We don't know. It's totally kind of the big question mark. It's totally darkness. The meditation, you can feel immediately the result. Therefore, instead of spending a lot of time for all this, religious activity, focus more about meditation, practical one. Okay? Okay, thank you so much for attending the class. So at the end, we do dedications. Again, it's when we dedicate, right? And it's something I said we're going to dedicate. We really don't know how much merit we have accumulated. But we guess we have accumulated great amounts of merit. But we can experience the, a result of meditation. All the positive action we have accumulated this morning. First, we dedicate, flourish the Dharma into 10 directions to benefit all kinds of people, whether believer, non-believer, free thinkers. Second, we dedicate the merit to live long life, all the lineage qualified gurus, particularly His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. Next, we're going to dedicate the merit to benefit all sentient beings, to benefit for your families and friends, particularly benefit all the donor and supporter of Tibetan Buddhist Center. Jamba Bhavya Chita Jamba Nam Kundo Sambo Deyan Deje Deda Gunye Jesu Dalos Gewan Dita Tamje Rado Dusun Shebe Yawadan Mo Kala Chodo Ngapa De Dali Gewe Zawan Digun Zambo Chuji Rado Ngor Yi. Okay, we haven't memorized the verses maintaining. Please memorize. For the next 1 week, you practice how to perceive things through the 5 senses, to learn how not going to add any good qualities, not going to manage the qualities, able to see things as it is. And between, you can think about generating bodhicitta and think about the benefit of the bodhicitta based on the engaging in Bodhisattva deeds. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.